Do you want to see what the inside of our Jayco Bunkhouse fifth wheel camper looks like?
Well, that's what we're fixing to show you.
Hey y'all, I'm Cole.
And I'm Dawn.
And we're younger every day.
So basically, we bought a fifth wheel, sold almost everything we had in Texas, packed up the kids and the dog, and headed west. Now he's going to school, and we are loving this crazy life.
On this channel, we do product reviews, share tips and tricks for RV living, take you on amazing adventures, and share cool stuff like a tour of our trailer. If you haven't seen some of our other videos, you can click right up here to get caught up.
And go ahead and hit subscribe to join the Younger Gang, and don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss out on any of the fun.
So today what we wanted to do is share with you what it looks like inside of our fifth wheel trailer, which is actually pretty large, when you have 2 adults, 4 kids, and a dog living inside.
So we want to give you the grand tour, and if you'll stick around to the end, we'll let you know why we picked this one, what we love about it, and what we wish was a little different.
All right, why don't you come inside with us?
So when we first come in, this is our main living area in here. This is our living room area, where the kids clearly enjoy hanging out. Over here's the dining area, and then the entertainment center, and also our kitchen. As you can see in this room, we have a bunch of different storage areas. If you would like to see how we organize each of the different spaces, over the next few weeks, I'm gonna be doing a video on each separate area of the house to show you how we do it. So this all looks all nice and neat and everything, but clearly this is not how we live in it. We don't just use it as like a showroom or anything. So we wanna show you our house as we actually use it. So this space in the kitchen, obviously we use for cooking, for washing dishes, and sometimes just an impromptu dance party. Our dinette is one of the places that we use most often. So it gets used, obviously, for eating our meals, working, doing schoolwork, as a craft room, and as our game room.
Oh, you're gonna make me drop 3 coins?
So the living room is the place where we hang out as a family. Sometimes it's the schoolroom. We have movie nights. And it's our video game room.
You got somebody. So that's our main living space. Now let's go check out some of the other areas of the house. First, let's head to the master bath and bedroom. So this is our fifth wheel oasis, as I like to say. So let me show you our room and talk about what we use it for. Obviously, we sleep here, but it serves lots of other functions too. Sometimes we work in this room. We definitely use it as date night for a movie night, and it works really well for us to kind of have a place to get away and have our own space.
So that's our bedroom. Let's check out the main bathroom. So let's take a look inside. We've got a nice vanity, a lot of storage in the medicine cabinets, storage underneath the sink, and a linen closet in the back. And then this is our nice big shower that I love. It's nice and big, and it has a step, which is really cool if for shaving legs and that kind of thing. And the natural light's pretty great.
Okay, so we use this space for getting ready for the day and also for getting ready for bed at night. One of the unique things though is the shower pan is big enough that we're able to find a collapsible bathtub so people can take baths in here, which is a big plus because we are a family with a lot of bath takers. All right, now let's head to the back side of the house, to the bunkhouse. All right, so this is the kids' room and has all of the things that we love about having a bunkhouse. Here's Connor's bunk. Up top, he gets the tallest because he's the oldest. We were concerned about somebody falling off at the beginning. Over here on the other side, we've got Haley's bunk, outfitted the way she'd like, and then below that is Kenzie's space, set up the way she wants. And then over here below Connor's, we removed the fold-out couch, and we're able to fit Ansley's toddler bed, and also found that we had enough room to put a dresser in place so we could have more storage. We also put in this storage piece from IKEA here so we can keep lots of things that we want to keep out for the kids. In this room we have storage above, we have storage below. We also have a TV in here, which is great. It has a DVD player built in. It's not the highest quality, but hey, it works great for movies in here with the kids.
So this room also gets used for a bunch of different things. Obviously the kids sleep in here, but they also have a big area to play in.
Or blue.
They play video games.
I'm in the blue. He's in the green.
Around and back on the railroad track. And it works as a schoolroom as well.
And they lived happily ever after. The end.
And bedtime with Daddy is one of their favorites. So besides the kids having their own space back here, they also have their own bathroom. Love it. So this is their bathroom. It's a half bath, but that means they have their own space. They've got their own medicine cabinet. We've got, again, a cabinet under the sink and storage for their shoes and that kind of thing.
So apart from the obvious ways you use a bathroom, we also use this for brushing teeth, getting ready for bed, brushing hair. We have a mirror down here for the little girls so they can see themselves when they're, washing hands or whatever. We also have our storage of things like Band-Aids and stuff like that so that when they have a problem, we can take care of it. So now that you've seen the inside of our rig, let us show you the outside. Let's go check it out. So now let me show you some of the features on the outside of our rig, starting off with what we like to call the basement, or the outdoor storage. We have quite a lot of stuff in there. We also have a place for storing an extra propane bottle. Right now you can see this is kind of our bike storage area, so we have bike helmets and things in here, and also a couple of school items. One of the areas that I'm most proud of is the front. And this is where we would have an external generator if we had added that option or if we had known about it. But instead what we have is our battery somewhere in there, and also our library where we have lots and lots of books stored for the kids. All right. Of course we like having two 30-pound propane bottles. Those last us a fair amount of time, especially when we're just cooking and using the water heater for them. The other side of our basement can be accessed from this side. Keep my tools and some other things quickly accessible over here. And then of course we have our water mixing station and an outdoor shower, which is nice as well. This is also where we'll find our front tank dump valves for our black and gray tank in the front of the trailer.
One of the things that we've been asked several times if we really enjoy about our trailer, if it's just an unnecessary extra, is the outdoor kitchen. And we really do enjoy the outdoor kitchen. It has a nice college-sized refrigerator, as well as 2 burners, which allows us to cook outside if we're cooking something on a hot day or if it's something greasy and splattery. It's nice to do it out here instead of dirtying up the kitchen. It also gives us some extra storage for some kitchen appliances and stuff like that. So obviously we cook in the outdoor kitchen, but we also can use it to watch some movies or play video games or whatever we want to do outdoors when it's not as hot as it is today. Something that comes in handy on a day like this, however, is our massive awning. It's really nice because you can adjust it for different angles so you can make sure that the sun stays off of your rig. And it's nice and spacious so we could actually fit a picnic table or something else out here to enjoy the outdoor space. One question we've gotten asked several times is how we organize our rig. So don't forget that we'll be doing a series on that and you'll be able to check that out right up here.
Also, another question we've gotten is, why did we choose the rig we did? So, we'd like to tell you what are the things we love about our rig and what are the things that maybe we would have liked to have changed if we had known then what we know now. So let us show you those things. Why we chose this layout.
One of the most important things for us in looking for which RV we were going to buy was that the kids have their own space, and that's one of the things that we absolutely love about this layout. Is each of the kids has their own space. We have it where they can close it off and have their own private area for each of them to have their alone time. All of us need that, right? Even the kids. So that's really important to us. And having the kids' own bathroom where they can come in here and make a mess with their toothpaste and leave ours alone. That's awesome. And possibly the most important thing about this layout is the kids are way down here and we're way on the other side. That gives us a nice buffer for if we're watching a movie or something. We don't keep them awake. They don't keep us awake with their talking and banging around in here. It's fantastic.
Things we wish were different.
Some things that we wish were a little different in this area are the pantry is really small. There's just not a whole lot of room for food, especially since that's also where we keep our dishes. So there's just not a whole lot of room in there, and that's one thing we would change if we could. Another thing that we wish had come standard in this rig but didn't is these cabinets that lift up don't have shocks. So you can't you can't just let it go, they'll fall on you. So you gotta have one hand for this and one hand for getting something out. Makes it a little hard to get things in and out of these cabinets. Another thing that's not our favorite, we would change if we could, would be the decorations and the color scheme and everything. It's just not quite as contemporary as we would like. That's just a personal preference. We like the modern, minimalist kind of feel. This doesn't have that, but it's still nicely decorated, just not to our taste. One of the things that we're happy about on one hand is that these faucets and the ones in the bathrooms are not plastic, and that's a definite plus. But if we had our druthers, we would definitely choose the bigger faucets that let you stick pans under there more easily and that kind of thing, just kind of nicer. That would be one thing we're probably going to change out at some point.
So we really love the way the water heater works here. We're actually able to get quite a lot of hot water. But one of the things that we could change if we could, and we may actually end up doing, is we would like to have a pass-through water heater to have a more unlimited supply of hot water and not have to wait between baths or showers or whatever, or do washing dishes and that sort of thing. One of the things that we wish had been on our trailer when we bought it was a backup camera. If you haven't seen, I've already installed one and unboxed it and reviewed it. You can click right up here to check some of those videos out. But we've got it installed right up there. Our rig was pre-wired for that, but that meant something less than what I thought it meant. You can also take a look up here at our slides. Some rigs have slide top awnings. That's something you can add on or something that you can order when you're purchasing a new rig. You know, they're mixed reviews. Some people love them, some people don't. What I know is when we go to move and we've been under trees or something, I've got to climb up on the roof and sweep off the tops of our slides because I don't like that stuff coming in. And sometimes bugs and stuff can be up there, so it's always good to clean it off. If we had the awnings, it seems like it would make that better, but I don't really know. A couple other things. One, we didn't know that you could get a rig that was 4-season insulated, that had tank heaters, but you know, we want to go from Florida to Alaska and everywhere in between, and so that is something that we would have liked to have had, you know, had we known then what we know now. Another thing is an onboard generator would have been really handy. Right now we're trying to figure out what kind of generator do we get, where are we going to put it so that we can boondock the way that we'd like to and go pretty much again everywhere we want to go, because ours didn't come with an onboard generator even though there's a space for it. Another thing kind of connected to that is our rig came with one 12-volt battery, which really for what we're doing we need 2, so we've yet to add that on, and at this point I've got to replace the original and add on whatever we're going to add on for our power. While we're up here, one other thing, we do like the steps that came on our rig, but they're kind of the in-between steps. At this point in time, a lot of people are putting an even sturdier version of the MORryde step on, and so we'd kind of like to have had that, and we could add it on, but you know, these steps are good. They're better than, you know, the lower end, but they're not quite as nice as some of the ones that people are putting on their rigs today. Things we love.
One of the things that we love about this trailer is the 6-point auto leveling system. We just hit auto level on our controls and it adjusts it all by itself, and that is awesome. And then when we're ready to pack up, we hit auto hitch and it raises to the right height for the truck. It's really nice that we can use our phones not only to adjust the auto leveling, we also can use our phones to slide the slides in and out, turn on the exterior lights, run the awning in and out. It's really nice to have that option of running everything from our phones. We love the storage that we've got beside cold side of the bed. Lots of stuff can fit in here. We keep all of our electronics and everything in there. We also really like that it has the storage underneath the bed. Makes for lots of extra room. And this fifth wheel actually just has a lot of storage in general. So we've got a big old cabinet that could be used for a washer and dryer, and more space in here. Places for hanging clothes as well as some shelves in the back. So this place has a lot of storage, which is really nice when you're living in it full time. Another thing that we really enjoy about this fifth wheel is that it came with these MCD blackout shades. Let me show you how dark it gets in here when we have all those closed. So it makes it really nice if we're going to bed early or sleeping in a little late. And another thing that we really love is 2 air conditioners. So we have an air conditioner that's just for our room, and then we have another one that goes throughout the entire house. So it helps out a lot for this big of a space when we're in 105-degree heat like we are at the moment. Also, we're able to close vents off in our room and push some of that air back into the other part of the house if we're not in here, and just helps us control the temperature a little bit better. Another thing we love about this RV is, again, the big shower. It's nice for taking a shower. It's also nice for the bath.
All right, so some of the things that we absolutely love about this space, the first thing is the island. We love this counter space. We can put our covers in on the sink and make more space for cooking or whatever we need to do. Something else that's unique about this rig, we didn't need to do a backsplash because it already had a backsplash in place. We like that as well. Something else that I didn't really expect to like, and I certainly didn't know we would use as much, is the convection oven. The convection microwave oven, we use that as a convection oven all the time to bake all manner of things. The convection oven is particularly great because it takes less time to heat up, and it doesn't heat up the entire house the way the oven does. The next thing is the built-in electric fireplace. That's actually saved us a lot of propane because when we've been in cold weather, we've been able to run that non-stop, and it helps keep the house heated pretty well so we don't have to use as much propane. Another thing we love is the booth setup. Our family of 6 is used to sitting in a booth made for 4 adults. This works really well for us, and if we had a table with chairs, we wouldn't have as much space because we couldn't all sit at the table together. And then we also sometimes pull our ottoman that we added over, and we can actually seat another person. That's been great for guests. Another thing, I'm 6'2". These tall ceilings are great. Makes it feel so much more spacious, and it gives us some extra room for expanding our storage. Like you can see the storage on top of our cabinets above the recliners. So if we look at the storage we have up above here, then we go on up, and we love having a ceiling fan that actually helps cool it down quite nicely when it's really warm, and also it helps us circulate the heat when it's cold. Now if we come around over here, our residential fridge. We love this, and I'll tell you, probably our favorite thing besides the space is the ice maker and water. We get ice and water out of here all the time. And the last thing we really love about this space is there's a built-in vacuum, which makes it really easy for cleaning up. It's accessible right here. Just plug in our hose, it turns on, and then also we have this nice dustpan feature so we can sweep up this room and sweep it right into the vacuum. It's great. We can also hook it up in our basement for vacuuming out there as well. We also love that this trailer came with a nice full-size receiver hitch, so we're able to put this cargo carrier, which can carry 300 pounds on it. And for the first 6 months of our travel or so, we actually had our massive Texas-sized grill that we carried back here, even though it weighed like 100 plus pounds. That was nice to haul it back here, but we decided that it's not so nice that we want to keep lifting it on and off of this thing.
We hope you enjoyed the tour of our rig, which, by the way, is a Jayco Northpoint 375 BHFS.
Now we want to know, what would you look for in an RV?
Let us know in the comments below.
Don't forget to hit that like button and let us know you enjoyed the video, and click subscribe to join the younger gang so you can become a part of our community.
And we hope you check out some of our other videos right over there.
So, buying a rig pretty much based on the floor plan and what you kind of wanted, only to find that, yeah, we like most of it, and there are some things we would like to have changed so we can share those things with you. That's just another way we're living younger every day.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.